Well, most of us have people we simply can't stand, and the hard part is learning how to deal with them.
To help us, and maybe some of you, Kit Welchlin joins us live this morning. He is the featured presenter at a special workshop that takes place a little bit later this morning, put on by the Austin Chamber of Commerce. It's called Handling Difficult People. Thank you so much for coming in early, Kit.
Great to be here.
Now let's talk a little bit about this. Explain for us, why do people become difficult?
Well, according to Dr. Rick Brinkman and Dr. Rick Kirshner, there's four main reasons why people become difficult. One is they want to get something done and their fear is it's not going to get done. And then people want to get things done right and their fear is it's going to be done wrong. Some people want to get along with you and they feel left out. And some people want to get appreciation and they're not getting any, so they exaggerate their behavior to get some attention around here. And they go into this metamorphosis and turn into people we simply can't stand.
Sure, and you can see there the graphic that kind of lays it out there, and a lot of different reasons that you've laid out. Now, what is the best way to handle people like this? Is it different for all the different categories that you talked about?
Yeah, this morning I'll be working with the Austin Chamber of Commerce and business leaders in town, and we're going to identify the top 10 list, the top 10 most often difficult people you'll run into. And each one is kind of unique. So once we identify kind of that combination of communication responses that we need, it's kind of almost unlocking a safe into their personality, and we can respond rather than getting angry and reacting. So when it comes to people that want to get it done and their fears it's not going to get done, what we need to do is, be brief with our comments and focus on the task. When people want to get it right and they fear it's going to be done wrong, we need to kind of pick up our game a little bit and focus on the details. And when people want to get along with you, even if we don't like them, we should probably go out of our way to invite them sometimes, because it's pretty lonely being the person that's been identified as the difficult person in the organization. And then when people want to get appreciation, we should look for those opportunities to recognize their contributions and try to do it with enthusiasm and genuine appreciation, which sometimes is kind of tough.
Sure.
So really it's sometimes about giving maybe a little extra attention for that person, just to make sure that they feel involved and appreciated.
Yeah, and sometimes it's pretty easy, because let's say I didn't make my living as a professional speaker. Let's say I made my living as an accountant, and of course accountants are busy right now, and we're working on a future financial statement for one of our clients, and my accounting partner says, let's just round that off to $30,000. And I go, oh, no, this is an important document. I want to get it right. I'm going to take it home this weekend and work on it. Well, knock yourself out. I say, I will. Next morning, I'm going through the house, and my wife says, let's go out and play. The kids want to play. And, of course, I want to get along with my family. So I go out and play. I'm still in the get along mode. When I come into the house, my wife says, can you fix that leaky faucet? And I'm still in the get along mode, so I say, sure. And then when she comes home from running her errands, I want appreciation. And if I don't get any, I might exaggerate my behavior. Next thing I realize, it's Sunday night, I shut off the news, and I remember that financial statement I didn't work on. I go downstairs to my office, open up the books. 5 minutes later, I say 30,000 is close enough. I just want to get it done. And in one weekend, I can go from wanting to get it right, get along, get appreciation, or just get it done. And if anybody stood in the way of those intentions being fulfilled, I stand the chance of becoming difficult.
So there's a lot more reasons than just, hey, that person's just a difficult person, labeling them as that. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Oh, yeah. So you can label them tanks and know-it-alls. You know what know-it-alls really do. And then there's some people that think they know-it-alls that like to start a conversation, but they don't have much backing it up, and what they're really starving for is some appreciation. So once we identify those folks, then we can go to work at responding and making the relationships better. But somewhere in the neighborhood, about 20% of the population is locked into that somewhat exaggerated behavior. 1% of the population ruthless. So there's really nothing you can do except save yourself.
Get out of the way, right? Watch out.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was some great information. We really appreciate it, Kit.
Yeah, so 1 in 5 people are considered difficult, so wherever you go, there'll probably be one. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know.
You, me, and other difficult people.
Steve's hiding in the back.
Yeah, there's a reason that Steve's not out here. He was too difficult to have on here. But no, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Great working with you today.
Absolutely.